Growing up at a small school like I did, college athletics, especially athletics at a Division I level like this, I remember my coach coming up to me and he said, "Jeff, where are you going to go to high school?" I said, "Well, Coach, I'm going to stay right here." He said, "Jeff, don't stay here, because if you do, you'll never go anywhere." And I always tell people I made one of the biggest mistakes I could have made, and I believed him. And so for a while, I had this just kind of idea that baseball for me was something that really was going nowhere.
The neat thing about FCA is it's not just a college thing. It's actually an elementary school thing, a middle school, high school thing. And the neat thing about me is we get the chance to go out and talk to local high schools. I remember going to Whitfield Academy High School, and I remember as I walked in, I remember sharing a devotion, a chapel there, and basically just talked about Psalms 37. Talked about delighting yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. And on that day, I met Jeff Gardner.
Came to my school my sophomore year and did a chapel service. As fate would have it, that was the day that kind of changed my life. You know, I can remember sitting in that chapel service and I said, "All right, I'm gonna take you up on this." For the first time in my life, I truly put God first, and I started seeking His will for my life. And I got in the Word, and I did my quiet times, and I was really trying to see, God, what do you want from me? And sure enough, He opened doors that the only way they can be explained that they were open is the fact that He did it. You know, He did some amazing things, brought some amazing people in my life, and sure enough, I ended up here at the University of Louisville playing baseball.
Jeff's the teammate, as the saying goes. I mean, he would lay down his life for one of his brothers on the team. He would run through a wall, you know, for this program, this baseball team. And it's the ultimate teammate, the ultimate leader. It's a guy you want standing by your side when you're going to battle.
Really trying to be there for my teammates, trying to be a light in the locker room and just show others that, you know what, I really don't care if I go 4 for 4 today or if I go 0 for 4. But all that matters is that I go out on that field and I play the best of my ability for Christ.
One of the things that really hits me is when we do baptisms. And the athlete knows how to celebrate, but there is nothing like what they experience on a Monday night when we would celebrate baptism, especially as they get to baptize a teammate, and just watching them embrace one another and just welcome this person into the kingdom of God. It's just a really beautiful thing to see.
One of my best friends in the world, one of my best friends on the team, I can recall him coming to me and saying, "Jeff, I want to get baptized." And of course we kind of talked about that and what that was all about. And he talked about it for a while. And, sure enough, one day, you know, we're having baptisms at FCA, and I look down and there's my boy about to get in the water, about to get dunked, you know what I mean? And it was one of those things where it's just like, wow, like God is working here. And as an athlete, as a Christian athlete, it's easy to become discouraged. And whenever you see somebody actually come to know Christ and you feel like maybe you had a little bit of an impact on that, it's an amazing feeling.